Gemini, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. Yay! As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Gemini. Always in transition. That's the thing about Gemini. So, there is a transitional period in your life that you're learning to accept. And as we go through these past few months and the few months coming ahead, you're going to recognize ebbs and flows in really succeeding in times of self care and really struggling in times of self care for the betterment of your tribe. That's what I'm getting from these two cards together. You really want to work with your resources. You really want to work with the resources for your tribe, and you're discovering the boundaries that need to be set between this is what I need to take care of myself, and this is what I have left over to take care of everybody else. That's the transition that you're working through right now. And it's actually going well because the overall energy that you have is the card of resilience. Okay. I know it's called the strength card, but really, in all honesty, we're talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength, intellectual strength. So I like to look at this as resilience. Some people reference it as fortitude. That is the overall theme that you have. So there is a positive outcome, even though the steps go up and down and you have ebbs and flows between these energies. You're learning how to put up your boundaries, where to put your boundaries, and how to maintain them. So it'll take a little bit of time before those things are solidified. Okay? Your journey is the temperance card, which is beautiful because I say this all the time. She's like the chef or the baker of the deck. This is somebody who takes opposing forces or mediocre ingredients and creates something greater than the sum of its parts. This is the alchemist of the deck. So the easiest way I can say this is to take flour, milk, and eggs and to know how to mix those things together, what temperature to bake it at, for how long in order to take these things and create a cake. So your journey is figuring out that recipe and moving forward with it. You have all the pieces you need. It's going to take a little trial and error. You might make one or two mediocre cakes before you get the cake that you want. So your journey is the process of creating something better than the sum of its parts. And it's not all going to come at once because you are creating this. It's emotionally draining because the ebbs and flows are so constant, because some days you're up and some days you're down. Some days you feel successful and some days you don't. It's basically you're going through this emotional drain as you're figuring out this recipe, but you're applying the resilience because ultimately this is a journey of trial and error. So it's going to be emotionally taxing. But this tells me that you've been muscling through it and you're going to continue to muscle through it because you recognize the need for the transition and you really want to get to this end goal in order to not only help yourself but to help those around you. You recognize the necessity for this particular change. And it's not about group thinking and it's not about forcing change on something. It's about recognizing what you have, having a goal, and taking it one step at a time. The knights are about change, okay? And this is the slowest knight in the deck. This is a path that needs to be forged with time, patience, and understanding by yourself, for yourself. Gemini, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. And I think this is a good headspace to be in. Keep on keeping on. I'll see you guys next week.